Located next to Phước Giang River, known as Donai River now, Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh Temple along with the local people welcomes the peaceful sunrise every morning. This temple was the predecessor of the ancient Binkan Won in Bình Hoan village, Trường Bình district in the past. Now it is Hiệp Hòa Ward, Bình Hòa City, Donai province. After the meritorious official Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh passed away, 1700, local people brought him to the temple for worshipping in order to express their gratitude for his creating villages, establishing hamlets, and discovering the southern region in the beginning of the 18th century. Over time, the relic was called Binkan Temple and also known as Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh Temple. This is a national historical site with many high historical and cultural values. Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh Temple worships the meritorious official Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh, 1650-1700. He was born in a family with many famous generals of the court. He was smart, well-educated, with strategic talent. During his youth, Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh followed his father to serve in the army and was promoted to the rank of Gaigor. After growing up, he participated and commanded many patrols, brought several great victories for Nguyễn Lords. Thanks for his compact achievements, he was given the nickname Black Tiger by the courtiers. Nguyễn Lords trusted, loved, and respected Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh because of his military talent and good mind for administrative organization. At the beginning of the year of the Tiger, 1698, Lord Nguyễn appointed Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh as governor to clear land in the south. Also in that year, he set up a barracks in Châu Kulafo, now in Bình Hòa City, Donai province, and began to reorganize the society, set up an administrative apparatus. Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh took Donai land and set it as Gia Định district, established Donai province, Trường Bình Palace, established Saigon district as Tân Bình district, and built Vinh Trường Palace. He appointed the positions of Blue Phu Cai and Kiluk for each palace to govern, and also established communes, villages, wards, hamlets, prepared poll tax and land tax, as well as making roll of taxpayers and land registers. This was a historically important turning point in reclaiming Đàng Trong and expanding the territory, creating first administrative bases, building the foundation for the economy of this place to develop further.
Với công khai mở cái vùng đất phía Nam và với cái tài
his merits in exploring the southern land and his special military talent, as well as the skill in winning people's hearts, he conquered many talents and people. So Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh was known as a military man and very famous for his military aspects and recruiting talents. He recruited people from Ngũ Quảng region and established administrative bases in the southern. His contributions in establishing the southern region were shown on the Đại Việt map, so he was recognized as a meritorious official of Lord Nguyễn Phúc Chu, holding the position of expanding borders for the southern land. With his strategic talent and administrative organization, along with the spirit of live and let live, Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh was always trusted and loved by Lord Nguyễn, received many titles, including the top-ranked meritorious official Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh. He was also loved by all ethnic groups of people, so they built temples to worship him in many places, and Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh Temple in Bình Hòa, Donai is a typical one. Due to the impact of nature and war, there are no written documents left to have accurately learn about the history of Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh Temple. According to some local elders, the temple was built around in the late 18th and early 19th centuries to remember his great deed for opening the village, establishing the hamlet, and reclaiming the land of Donai. The temple was first built at the place where he had his old headquarters, with an area of 50 meters square, wooden partitions, and yin-yang tile roof. By the fourth year of the Dutch reign, 1851, the temple was rotten and the land was eroded by water because of having been built for a long time. So it was funded by the court for reconstruction about 400 meters to the right. Through many restorations, and the most recently was in 2023, Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh Temple is now still quite intact, but in a new architectural style. Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh Temple is located in an area of 1,600 meters square with a dense population. Its main side faces southwest. The overall architecture of the temple relic area is solidly built, surrounded by fences. Entering from the big gate is the monument, and on the right, the memorial stele house. Going through the large yard with the hanging painting is the main area of the temple, consisting of two parts, the sanctum and the guest house. The mausoleum is located about 50 meters from the temple grounds. The sanctum is over 216 meters square with slate tile roof. The front of the temple roof has the dragon flanking fabulum made of blue ceramic. There is a pair of lions flanking on both sides, and columns decorated with dragon curling up in clouds. The sanctum is divided into three parts with many sets of parallel turrets and horizontal panels with Chinese characters that curved with authentic lines and illuminated in order to praise the merits of the meritorious official Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh in expanding the land and their posterity's gratitude to the pioneering predecessors. Below the horizontal panels are wooden panels carved in half with the theme of dragons flanking, the sun and flowers that painted with iridescent gold lacquer. The sanctum worships the god. Next to it is the ground and robe given to the marshal. On both sides worship Tiên Hiền, Hậu Hiền, Thế Hiền, and Thánh Nương Mẫu. In the middle of worshipping tables of gods, there are engravings of dragons flanking the sun, flowers, fish, and birds painted in vermilion and gilded with gold. In front of the altar is a light table, followed by the council altar with a pair of cranes and a pair of dragons.
Cái đặc trưng mà chúng ta có thể nói ở cái đình này là cái hệ thống sắc phong của đình rất là phong phú.
The ordination title system is a unique feature of this temple. Normally, each temple has one convertment, but soon Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh was bestowed by 4 generations of Nguyễn Lords, so his temple has 4. It is very rare for a temple in Southern with 4 such ordinations, so this is one of the special marks of Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh Temple. In 1960, the guest house was additionally built behind with 4 rows of broad wooden columns supporting the frame and a yin-yang tile roof. There is a predecessor altar in the middle and an ancestor one is on the opposite. Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh grave is located on a mound to the east 50 meters from the temple. The main side of the tomb faces southeast with a hanging painting in front and back. The tomb is decorated with the image of a citadel with quite simple patterns, and there is a pair of parallel sentences praising his merits in Chinese characters. On the 15th and the 16th of the 5th lunar month each year is Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh death anniversary. The authorities, along with the sacrificial committee of the temple and local people, gathered at this temple to worship his death anniversary.
Cái nghi thức cúng lễ ở đình chúng tôi.
The worshipping rituals at the temple are performed according to traditional ones passed by our ancestors, so nothing has changed. In the ritual, there is a sacrificial committee consists of people with dignitaries to be the host and a student ceremony team. The costumes, from the grounds to the shoes of the sacrificial committee, also follow ancient ones to make the ceremony more solemn. Ritual music and oration are important and indispensable parts of the worship ritual. The ceremonial band includes drums, gongs, and wooden trumpets. The funeral oration include văn tiên yết, văn tiên bối, and văn đàn kẻ. Offerings to him, in addition to incense and fruits, also include rice and daily rustic dishes. The ritual of worshipping at his temple has two meanings. First, his people remember his merits for exploring the southern land so that they can teach the youth about his great deed. Second, the local people pray for favorable weather and rain. Everyone has enough food to eat, clothes to wear, and happy families. Held once a year, the ceremony to worship the top-ranked meritorious official Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh is actively organized and participated by the local government, the sacrificial committee, and the people. It helps to create the love and support in the community, strengthen and strengthen the people. On March the 25th, 1990, Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh Temple and Tomb was ranked a National Historical Monument by the Ministry of Culture, Information and Sports, now the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism, confirming the historical and cultural value of the temple.
Đền thờ Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh là một cái địa điểm di tích lịch sử văn hóa rất quan trọng.
Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh Temple is a very important historical and cultural relic of the province in the past and at present. The Provincial Party Committee and People's Committee are very concerned in maintaining, preserving and upgrading the surrounding items to make it always green, clean and nice. Conservation work is of great concern to the province. The first time took place on the occasion of the 300th anniversary of the founding of Biên Hòa Đồng Nai in 1998. By 2022 and now 2023, we basically completed the preservation and restoration of Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh Temple for the second time. The items in this area have basically been completed. Whenever tour groups, foreign guests, or guests from other provinces come here to visit the temple, they all appreciate the provincial government for preserving this monument well. The historical relic Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh Temple and Grave affirms the Vietnamese moral tradition of when drinking water remember its source in general and Đồng Nai people in particular for those who have made contributions to the people and the country. Thereby, it can make an important contribution to propagating and educating the patriotism and the love to Vietnamese people so that each person can be aware of their own responsibility to their homeland to make the country better, as well as knowing how to preserve the nation's historical and cultural values.
Trước mắt thì Bảo tàng Đồng Nai thì đang lập cái hồ sơ.
First of all, Đồng Nai Museum is preparing documents on Sir Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh death anniversary to submit to the Ministry of Culture for inclusion in the National Intangible Culture List. If it is acknowledged, Đồng Nai Museum will develop a plan to long-term preserve and promote the value of the relic. In addition, Đồng Nai Museum also contacts travel agencies inside and outside the province to guide visitors and coordinate propaganda so that the historical relic of Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh Temple is well known in Đồng Nai or Southeast region and also spread throughout the country. Even it is posted on international tourism sites to promote the image of the people and Đồng Nai region. Thanks to the above important values, the Provincial Party Committee and People's Committee decided to expand the temple area in 2020. The project is currently completing the final items.
Và khi dự án này hoàn thành đi vào
When this project is completed and put into use, we will have many opportunities to show our gratitude to Sir Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh, and we can also teach our young generations about Vietnamese traditions. There are many activities taking place on this monument, including combining heritages together organized by the Biên Hòa City Committee and activities organized by the Department of Education and Training, along with the ones of the Provincial Union to connect these heritages together. It is a good vision because more and more young people are interested in the history of exploring the southern region, especially the relics of Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh Temple. Through many historical ups and downs, Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh Temple has been restored several times, but its ancient beauty is still quite intact. The expanded space and clear rules are the efforts of the local government and people with high determination to preserve and promote the cultural and spiritual values of the temple. Thereby, the merit of expanding the territory and the perfect talent of Nguyễn Hữu Cảnh are forever remembered by his people.